Welcome back to Top 5.
The Green Bay Gags Phenomenon. In early 2016, the quiet town of Green Bay, Wisconsin, became the epicenter of a bizarre and unsettling occurrence. It all started with reports of a clown named Gags, who was spotted wandering through vacant parking lots and lurking under bridges at night. Witnesses described Gags as a disheveled figure, adorned in a tattered clown costume with a garish face painted in a grotesque smile. His appearance was unsettling, evoking more fear than laughter among the residents. As the sightings became more frequent, panic ensued. One resident recounted a harrowing experience. "I was driving home late one night when I saw him standing under the streetlight, just staring at me. I thought I was going to have a heart attack." Police began receiving multiple calls about the clown, and the local news picked up the story, amplifying the fear and intrigue surrounding Gags. Social media exploded with posts from frightened citizens, many sharing their own sightings and speculating about Gags' sinister intentions. The situation escalated to the point where the Green Bay Police Department held a press conference to address the growing concern. Officers reassured the public that they were actively investigating the matter, emphasizing that the clown posed no real threat. However, the reassurance did little to quell the rising tide of fear. Schools warned students to avoid wandering alone, and parents kept their children indoors as the town braced for the worst. Just when it seemed the story couldn't get any stranger, the truth emerged. It was revealed that Gags was part of a marketing stunt for an upcoming horror film titled Gags. The filmmakers had intended to create buzz and intrigue, but instead, they ignited a nationwide trend of clown sightings and copycats, each more sinister than the last. The incident raised serious questions about public safety and the impact of such stunts on communities. Clown-related businesses, once thriving with birthday parties and events, began to suffer as the public's perception shifted from joyful entertainers to potential threats. Greenville County's child luring. As tensions grew in Green Bay, another disturbing incident unfolded in Greenville County, South Carolina. In the fall of 2016, a series of reports emerged about clowns attempting to lure children into the woods with offers of money. The first sightings were reported near a local apartment complex, where children playing outside claimed to have seen clowns beckoning them from the treeline. The clowns, they said, wore bright costumes and painted faces, but their intentions were anything but innocent. One child recounted, "They said they had candy and money if I came with them. I was scared, so I ran home." As more children came forward with similar stories, the local community was thrust into a state of heightened alert. Parents were terrified, fearing for their children's safety. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office dispatched officers to patrol the area, and schools quickly ramped up security measures. Letters were sent home to parents, urging them to keep their children indoors and to report any suspicious activity. The clowns, however, remained elusive. Authorities set up surveillance and conducted searches in the nearby woods, but the mysterious figures vanished before police could capture them. As the days turned into weeks, the fear within the community only intensified. Clown sightings spread like wildfire, with many residents claiming to have seen the figures lurking in their neighborhoods. The local news covered the story extensively, further fueling the frenzy. In the wake of this clown scare, several arrests were made in the vicinity, although the connection to the original sightings remained tenuous. Some individuals were apprehended for disorderly conduct or making terroristic threats, while others were simply caught wearing clown costumes in public. The incident sparked serious discussions about the safety of children in a climate of fear, and the community was left grappling with the unsettling reality that their children could be targeted. The Wasco Clown Terror. Meanwhile, across the country in Wasco, California, the so-called Wasco Clown became an internet sensation, albeit for all the wrong reasons. In late 2016, sightings of a clown dressed in a black and white costume began to surface on social media, showing the figure lurking in unsettling locations, behind trees, on street corners, and even peering into the windows of homes. Photos of the Wasco Clown circulated widely, capturing the attention of both local residents and curious onlookers online. As the sightings multiplied, the Wasco community became gripped by fear. Residents reported feeling unsafe in their own neighborhoods, and many began to avoid going out at night. The local police department issued warnings, advising residents to stay indoors after dark and to report any suspicious behavior. The fear was palpable, and as more copycat clowns emerged, the situation escalated quickly. The Wasco clown's antics led to a series of arrests, as individuals donned clown costumes in a misguided attempt to capitalize on the hysteria. Charges ranged from disorderly conduct to making terroristic threats. The police were forced to issue a stern warning: "This is not a joke. We will not tolerate any behavior that puts our community at risk." The incident served as a grim reminder of how quickly fear could spiral out of control, with the potential for violence lurking just beneath the surface. As authorities worked to quell the fears of the community, the shadow of the Wasco clown loomed large. The figure's unnerving presence had transformed the town's atmosphere, and residents wondered how a simple costume could ignite such chaos. Reading's fatal stabbing. In a tale that eerily mirrored a horror film plot, a Purge-inspired mask became the catalyst for tragedy in Reading, Pennsylvania. In late 2016, a 16-year-old boy named Christian Torres was fatally stabbed during a heated altercation related to this eerie mask. The incident unfolded one fateful evening when Torres and a group of friends were gathered in their neighborhood, where one of them was wearing the unsettling mask that had become a symbol of fear. Tensions escalated when 29-year-old Avery Valentine Bear confronted the group, leading to a violent dispute. The altercation quickly spiraled out of control, resulting in Torres being fatally stabbed. The community was left reeling, grappling with the reality that a simple mask could lead to such a horrific outcome. News of the incident spread like wildfire, igniting outrage and sorrow throughout the town. As the investigation unfolded, confusion surrounded the details of who wore the mask during the confrontation. Initially, reports were muddled, with conflicting accounts about whether Torres or Valentine Bear had donned the eerie prop. However, it was eventually confirmed that it had been Torres wearing the mask when the confrontation occurred. Valentine Bear was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, facing a grim future behind bars. The case raised serious questions about the role of masks and costumes in a society already skittish from clown sightings. The tragedy served as a chilling reminder of how fear could manifest into violence, leading to devastating consequences. Winston-Salem's Candy Clown. As the clown panic spread across the nation, Winston-Salem, North Carolina, found itself in the grip of its own clown-related terror. Reports surfaced in October 2016 of a clown offering treats to children near a residential area. The clown, described as wearing a colorful costume and a painted face, was seen approaching children in a park, attempting to engage them with promises of candy and toys. One parent recalled the moment their child came home in tears, recounting how the clown had called out to them. "I didn't believe it at first. I thought it was just a prank. But then I heard from other parents, and I started to worry." The police were alerted, and officers quickly responded to the area, but by the time they arrived, the clown had vanished without a trace. Fear gripped the community as parents kept their children indoors, and schools heightened security measures. Local news outlets reported on the sightings, warning families to be vigilant. The Winston-Salem Police Department issued a statement urging residents to report any suspicious activity and to keep a close eye on their children. However, the plot thickened when a man named David Wayne Armstrong was arrested for making up a creepy clown story. Initially, he told police that a clown had knocked on his window at night, but after further investigation, he admitted he fabricated the story. His actions only added to the confusion and fear surrounding the clown sightings, leading many to question whether these incidents were genuine threats or merely elaborate pranks. In the weeks that followed, tangible evidence remained elusive, and the community found itself embroiled in a heated debate. Were these mysterious clown appearances mere tricks of the imagination, or was there a more sinister motive lurking behind the painted faces? As police patrols increased and the media continued to cover the story, the town of Winston-Salem remained on edge, uncertain of what to expect next.